We're living in a dangerous period of time. I don't know that's ever happened like this. So one story was told about a Greek traveler, a Greek hero, Ulysses. And Ulysses heard that there was a place, a harbor, where there was the music of the sirens, whatever that meant. But this music was so attractive, it was so irresistible, that anybody who went in that harbor was drawn toward the shore and couldn't resist it. But there were very sharp reefs there, and so the ships that were attracted were destroyed. And ships that went by that harbor and they saw the wreckages of all the ships that were there, but when they heard the music, they had no choice, and they had to follow it. Now, Ulysses wanted to hear the music of the sirens, but he was smart enough to know that he didn't want to lose his life in the process. So what he did is he stuffed his sailors' ears with wax so they would not be able to hear the music. And he had himself tied with strong ropes to the mast, and he told his sailors, no matter what you see me do or you hear me do, don't pay any attention. You keep on rowing straight. And so they rowed past the harbor, and the sailors could not hear the music of the sirens, kept on rowing. And Ulysses, who heard the music of the sirens, started screaming, head toward shore, head toward shore. And the sailors kept moving, they couldn't hear him. And he struggled against the ropes. I'm your captain. You have to follow my orders. Head toward shore. And they couldn't hear him, they went down. And later on, after they passed the dangerous area, he recognized how close he had been to disaster. And it was only because he was tied to the ropes, tied with ropes, that he couldn't, that saved his life. We're living in a world where the music of the sirens is everywhere. And it's attracting people to disaster, particularly our youngsters. By the way, 100 years ago, Rabbi Yerucham wrote an essay, Ha'oretz nitno biyad rosha, quoting Eov. And he said that the world has been given over to the power of the Satan, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave the Satan power to delude and to make us hallucinate. We have no way of knowing if what we see is true or not. It may be hallucination. And that was 100 years ago when there was no internet. And today it is 1,000 times worse. The Satan has taken over and deluded and caused us hallucinations. And we have only one way to defend ourselves. We have to tie ourselves with ropes to Torah. And when we tie ourselves with ropes to Torah, it's not only the mitzvahs, hasei the mitzvahs, lois hasei, as Reb Chaim Vital says, but it's the midas of Torah. Now, I can't reach everybody, but I can reach you. I want us to all have on the table several sforim that we regularly learn and that we regularly talk with our family about and talk with our children about. Mesilas Yesharim, Orches Tzadikim, Milas Hamidus, and at the Shabbos table or any other time that we have an opportunity to learn and talk about Midas. But learning and talking about Midas isn't enough. We have to act Midas.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.